Today na the 10th day of December 2020. Some people say na 20 days left. Some people say na 21 days left for make we end 2020. It depends on who say you dey. But you know say the festive season is here. Even though we get Rona where they roam about, Salon Police want for remind we say this December not different from any other December na Salon. So they want make me and you know say the regulations them we be don't stand all the other December them it dey, if not more where they don't add now because of Corona. Well, let we look inside the status update for COVID-19 for today. Then we go can dig deep onto the press release where Salon Police give. The labs them analyzed 610 tests them. Yesterday them be analyzed. Let me check quick. Let me analyze 819. Today they analyze 610. You know, say the airports better did it. The diaspora there and they flowing well one. And now one of the reasons why make we need for discuss with Salon Police say, so where you go Salon, and they tell you always, say we want how we go, now so we for come back wholeheartedly. So out of that 610 test day where the labs and analyze, one be turned out for be positive. And this one now being from Western Area Urban. Western Area Urban, you then not the tire. Forget on? But when you look now how the thing they play there, you go know why. So because of the one case where we get today positive, the cumulative confirmed positive cases that reach now 2,435. For the past 24 hours, nobody now lost in life to COVID-19. So we still stand at 74. The one them where they na isolation center where they respond to treatment na 514. For the past 24 hours, nobody now recover from COVID-19 na Salon. So we still stand at 1,847. The one them where they in quarantine now 137. We just they go up because we do we they get cases now. Then six cases that we don't get, don't make now we don't go over 130. For last week we be there in the 70s. We can take to 50 something. People will be there in quarantine. And we know say as long as they're in quarantine numbers then they go up. And so people can get for the test positive and the positive numbers then they go up. The one they were on discharge from quarantine now 12,230. Make we check Mano River Union countries then. For today, Salon get 1, Guinea get 42, Liberia get 0, Ivory Coast get 34. So, what you want for say, but I think Liberia and Salon really they try. They try Liberia and Salon. The numbers them they not be very high like Guinea and Ivory Coast. Guinea and Ivory Coast always. If you see them go down small way then they appear, boy picking self tell lie or man picking. We don't take the better she and that one there they talk about. So a total number of 77 new confirmed cases them nine come out in the Mano River Union countries then for today. The cumulative death same as yesterday. Salon 74, Guinea 79, Liberia 83, and Ivory Coast 133. We give a total number of 369 people and they not lost their life to COVID-19. At the Mano River Union countries them. Salon Police, one for remind we say, December don't come. They want for take we minds to waiting they inside the 1965 Public Order Act. Now, yeah, I don't talk say, watch most of the report we Salon Police they give when they want for give them press release by how me and you for behave. Who side then they go end them? 1965. So that 1965 the way Salon Police they use. I'm not say they're not going for change more, but not to gist now. Now I make them the cherry pick now. The one them way me and you, like the libel law, the criminal libel law, they don't pull them, then they go and pick. But you know what thing? Me and you, who dey na social media, not so. Me and you, who they see the one the way the campaign right now, not so. Waiting you they see. Then they even adhere to waiting Nakovac say. Now yeah, I don't talk so many times. Say, Duya, we need somebody for talk to the first lady. For say, when they go out then at the public, in need for the mask up. Constituency 110 campaigning. The first lady. No mask. And in the inside the crowd, better one. First lady. Nobody needs stop her for campaign. But now they near the first gentleman of we country. And we want the first gentleman of a country in safety by this coronavirus. The first lady, they go out there, Nakovac say, na so and so, na the regulations. You know they see them. Maybe you they see them anyway. Now left hand they for stock and to Salon Police. Joby Bangali says, but Tripoli, we not get new Public Order Act to pass the 1965. Just like the Constitution, them two na untouchable. And so it look like. Alright, now so Salon Police will make me, you know. They say this na the loud public notice. The festive season is here again. And the Sierra Leone police want to assure the general public about the readiness and legal responsibilities of the general public for ensure that everybody observe in peace, safety, and security. This cannot, however, be achieved without cooperation of all and sundry. And say, this festive season we don't come, we need for observer in peace, safety, and security. But for make we go get them here, that peace, safety, and security, we're not going to be able to achieve them without the thing them way then they can outline for we just now. Therefore, in order for make them guarantee the peace, safety, and security of the general public, and also complying with all COVID-19 regulations, the Sierra Leone police go let we for make we observe the following. 1. Take note. It is unlawful for any person or group of persons for make them sound or play loud music or noisy instrument or shout or sing or make any other loud noise after 10 p.m. in communities to the annoyance of disturbance of others. In case you know Yeri, make I repeat number 1 for you back. Number 1 say it unlawful, it not legal for make you as a Sierra Leonean as a citizen for make you sound or play loud music or noisy instrument or make you holler or make you sing or make you make any other loud noise after 10 p.m. inside the community. To the annoyance and the disturbance of other people. You know, say defend that one day? Section 13 of the Public Order Act number 46 of Usai 1965. All right. This not to the first time this, so if you don't follow Sierra Network, every December, every December, if you don't follow Sierra Network, you know, so we can call it on a table. Can call it on a table. But make we continue. Number 2. It is unlawful for any person or group of persons to engage in any street procession or street carnival without the permission of the Inspector General of Police. You know, so I defend that one day? Section 14 of the Public Order Act number 46 of 1965. Me, I go challenge Sierra Leone police. Sierra Leone police, me, I dey challenge them on this, say, that side way then quote so, it not say Inspector General of Police. It say Commissioner of Police. Because that 1965 day, na Commissioner of Police na in day, not to Inspector General of Police. But however, the commissioner that back then, not like the Inspector General now. Let's continue. Number 3. It is unlawful for any person to fire any gun or throw any fireworks, rockets, or missile to the injury or annoyance of others. Rockets. Missile. I don't know what this Salon police call rocket. Who get rockets na Salon? On a the fireworks na in the one called rockets. Okay, to the injury or annoyance. So if you know, wound the person himself, if person vex, where you do fireworks of others. That one they did inside section 6 of the Public Order Act number 46 of Usai 1965. We'll continue. Number 4. Na bars them. The bars them. Okay? Then say the bars them and other public entertainment venues. Then they remind them say the official hour for lock na 11 p.m. Then they remind them say waiting the official hour for lock na 11 p.m. Okay? Section 27 of Cap 238 of the Liquor Licensing Ordinance say the police will be obliged to enforce this closing hour where there is reasonable ground to believe that the bar or the entertainment center they operate in annoyance to other people within the community. Like I said, this particular one, and something will be done. We get an entire program on this one. I think 2 or 3 years ago, we Salon Police be Adam by the December press release. You know, be the couple of years then, but one thing they would Adam with this thing begin make say, well, the bar owners then they need for go talk to the people even that 10 p.m. day, then say if you want to make party in yours, you need for go talk to the area. For make the area know say they make party and what not. And they will be done deal with them, but we will continue. Number 5. It is unlawful for anyone to drive whilst drunk or under the influence of alcohol. Till we don't talk another day. We get an entire program. Now yeah. So we hope say we learn from that program day. When we go salon, we able for talk to other people them. If you know say you get for drink, make sure say you get a designated driver. If una all they come out, una make sure say una get one person. We know they leak. Una get one person we know they take the OT. When I ain't go they drive. Not to that one where you go say, this now way you don't get better. Now you see safe, now you declare. No, not to that day. Okay. Let's continue. That one day, it inside section 102 of the Road Traffic Act of 2007. Number 6. It is unlawful for anyone to drive an unregistered vehicle. Section 5 of the Road Traffic Act of 2007. What do I mean by that? We can go salon, we can go clear our motoka them. You know, say, now the key, then they give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks of temporary tag. Let me listen. Waiting salon police will make me you know about that. All vehicles with valid G plates, than a garage plate, the red plate, or temporal vehicle registration, when at the TVR then call, should not, I repeat, should not ply the roads after 6 p.m. on all days. Remind you, you dey pay for them. You dey pay for them. They pay for them, I think it's 250,000. Now you dey pay for this particular one for 2 weeks. But again, according to waiting day na the Road Traffic Act, then give you for make you drive because they take time for make the register in motoka. But then say na salon after 6 o'clock, you not for drive the motoka again. You for pack am. Even though you get temporary registration. Now waiting in a salon. You want to say yes, look, even at the state where you get, then they give you, where they don't give that temporary, they use them, not true. But in Sierra Leone, na so salon say. Until we say, make them pull them inside waiting in 2007 and they amend them, for now, that's the law in Sierra Leone. Just like all the laws they wouldn't quote for we from 1965, they not ever change them. So now the law, now we books. If we want our constitution, our rights, these are all the things that they call say, make them change. But as long as it's in our books, our constitution says so, Salon police then just they do their work. Let's continue. Also note that it is punishable by law for using vehicle other than the purpose for which it is registered. By law, if you register the motorcar as private, you go run them like a taxi. Okay. I think I don't they can am aid force. I don't know again what you go register the motorcar for where you go use them other than that. Unless if you register as private, they will use them for carry the body. That the salon police when I go meet up. Number 7. The moratorium on street jogging is still in force. We mean say street jogging a ban still. I don't know why they don't go past the long route. Then ban on a salon. So it is still banned. So if you in an area where you go there and say, hey man, let's go jogging for this JC, we don't come. I beg, not join. Street jogging a ban. Because now more people in together. But nobody not stop you as an individual for jog. If you want come out say the jog go and jog come, you're good to go. But now that crowd, na in ban na salon for jog. Eh? Number 8. The ban, you see how you put on straight up. Number 7, you then go and pass around the bush. But number 8 say the ban on masked devil, secret society, and masquerade is still in force. So no go then say this JC Donka, low can pull kakadebul for him. No mix day. Because it is banned in Sierra Leone. Now we will go begin make headline as alone. Sierra network where Sierra Leone is never too far. So as we hear, we they call the family say una law can talk. Una law can talk. However, we know say this masked devil we get for Sian. But me just the advisory. Salon police pull am. But Facebook no get for lie. They get for take pictures, then get for go live or go see the masked devil them. I don't tell you which area I go come on to, but I get for come on. But in T, then say Iban. So let we see how we go all water. Number 9, very important. All COVID-19 regulations are still in force except otherwise revoked. All COVID-19 measures, social distancing, no gathering, wear face mask, all the one and they, and still they in place. Because as far as we concerned, they don't revoke them yet. They don't revoke like the coffee order and whatnot. The one and they will understand. But for the day where this one come out, we know say nothing has been revoked under the COVID-19 regulations them na salon. Since they don't give you that 9 bullet point here, Salon Police is a force for good. They're a friend. The Inspector General and the rank and file of the Sierra Leone Police wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year 2021 in advance. Signed, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ambrose Michael Suvula, dated 9th December 2020. If you get anything for ask about this press release, you go contact Superintendent Brahma Kamara when I'm at the head of media and police relation. He go explain to you more. If you be say me, three pule na ya, and I don't break and down for you proper one. But if you want disgrace me, say I not do me work fine na ya. But you know, say, like I said, December don't come, na ya na Sierra Network. And a Sierra Network, we always, when December can come, we can look for can lay na table waiting Salon Police say. So that we the people them, we the left diaspora go salon. For make we go get them nice. We go able for make we adhere to all the measures them which Salon Police don't put in place. For help we break this down proper, make we come with Usman Toli, make we yeri, waiting he gets for it today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A, and thanks to everybody who listen. First, I just want to thank you very much for helping me for break down the police public notice when it gets for deal with the festive season for 2020 and as well as COVID-19. In other words, what are they trying to talk here? The public notice will come out from the police. They just they talk and remind me about the Christmas season as well as the COVID-19 restrictions. From what you don't break down, so I get a number of observations. some of the observations, then positive, and the other observations, then we, I feel say, I get small concern. Let's look at some of the positive observations then where I get from the press release we come out from the police. One, I think they make it categorically clear, which I think is positive. For let I remind the public, say, we all get legal and share responsibility between we and the police to observe peace, safety, and security. In order for do this, we get for corporate. In other words, we all get responsibility to observe the peace, security of the country. We no go left hand at the hands of the police. We the citizens themselves, we therefore share that responsibility. I think it's important, and that's a very good thing for remind me. We all know how Christmas can look like. So if they come out with a public notice for remind me, I think it's a positive way forward. And also, for come out, for can remind me again about COVID-19. Now this festive season, because we know festive season, now the season this way people and they behave recklessly, carelessly, and then they become very stubborn sometimes. And believe me, AAA, when you come feature, as I talk to you, so a good number of the people and the way they behave, it's like that's the end of COVID-19. Very, very reckless. They don't care. So I think say it's important with this festive season, but let them make sure say we still know say COVID-19 day and that we behave responsibly as citizens. I think it's a positive way. Because believe me, AAA, about 70 to 80% of the people that we need on interview, where I don't come across, they will either tell you say COVID-19 day or they not care. And they're going to tell you for free. And another thing again also we I take from the press release is that this issue of mass devils, them secret society and masquerades them way we normally can see especially during Christmas. They are right now. I know they see much of that. I don't say people that they talk say, oh well, here and there, and they do perhaps not in villages, I don't know. But I know they see much of that they happen in the country. There is not much secret society, masquerade, all anything and this. So that day I will tell you again, say, I know they see that much they happen. We know what can happen during Christmas season. Then loud music we play in our street. Sometimes when they get even chance for sleep. They see that now they happen right now at the moment. Then again, I will tell you for sure. See, I know they see that much they happen. However, interested for no say, although they say bars them, then restaurant them, then for observe the COVID-19 protocol for close around 11 p.m. Believe me, some bars and restaurants operate whenever they feel for close and close. I remember the first day where I came, about 2-3 months ago, I came to this country. I go, the motorcar go pick me up na my return. On the way coming, I see some bars and people in the, and that was around 1 a.m. in the morning. And I was shocked. I said, wow, so, I don't feel say that's when they all are much in terms of the bars, them, the restaurants, and other places, then. Then they doubt very much how that they go. And the other day again, about 2 weeks ago, I go on number 2 river. You go surprised at AAA and others the way they listening. If you see where that place they full up, it's unbelievable. People and they enjoy, no mask up, no nothing. People and they enjoy the number 2 and other places. Then I will tell you for free. And let me talk about some of the other negatives and we also observe. I don't say paragraph 9 of the police notice, public notice. It talks say all COVID-19 regulations are still in force except otherwise revoked. That again I get concerning because my own observation where Kaya, masks, forget about it. Very little people in the mask except those who live at their offices. Then, and you do them just for I mean satisfy the authorities then around them. We don't see mask up. You talk about the SLPP, APC rallies that would go on now. You see them for constituency 110. No, nobody don't care. Crowd all over the place. And you get people them all over the place. And the authorities themselves they help for that happen. You go to a mosque, you go to churches, you don't say all them things and the restrictions and they in place, but people are not they wear masks. I don't go pray. I don't see people in the wear masks. I don't observe. All them things and they know they happen right now. Triple A. So for just come out again, I just camouflage on the side of the police. That not they happen right now much in this country. And the other one again, I observe very closely when I negative observation is about the Public Order Act. And I think say most of my colleagues did not mention that. This dated back as far as 1965. Most of them laws and they, for example, paragraph 1, 2, 3 of the public notice, is all dated back as far as 1965 Public Order Act. As you say, Triple A, that again just remind me the importance of reviewing the Constitution, 1992 Constitution, 1981 Constitution is important. So let them review them time and time again. We don't talk about that. So that's again another negative observation where I get about this public police notice. And then again, it's important for us just stressing all these things we go able to see the competency of and the independence of the police and the next commissioner on Saturday. That will be put on test. We all know say Mr. Mohamed Konde has been the norm choose him as a new net commissioner. That the Saturday elections they take place now. They get high momentum. You always see what they happen right now. So the test of the police, the independence of the police, especially this festive season, will be tested on Saturday. If they say, they want to bring change, especially with the public criticisms where they don't receive recently in conjunction with what we see, I know say on Saturday we will see whether this actually put into test. For crown this all, Triple A, the confidence of the police is quite low. The confidence we people then get on the police is quite low. I will tell you this for free. Remember, most corrupt institution in Sierra Leone, according to recent survey, as shown. And in order for improve that institution, the need for the independence, we just continue for emphasize on those issues. With this public notice, we understand that. I mean, writing is free, but how do you implement things here? Very important, yeah. And the police need training and need to be disciplined. It's an important institution. We will help for enforce, the law and for bringing enforcement, discipline, and peace, and avoid lawlessness in this country. It starts with the police. It starts with the police. It's important. That's why we talk say the police are an important institution. And the recruitment process has to be thorough. It starts from the recruitment process. Where you recruit, not to a man or somebody who educates small, or if you even, but it starts from there, yeah, from the recruitment process. Also, suggest the salaries of the police need to be improved, because that will help for cut down bribes, consequently reduce the corruption at the police. So to crown it all, although it gets some positives, but also we get to look at some of the negatives there, because most of these things when they put in a paper is not implemented, and that the police It's the most corrupt institution in this in Sierra Leone, and the need for change this dimension. In order for change this thing, I don't give you the recommendations. I will stop here. Like the chance to other panelists. Them. I thank you now very much, and thank you very much, people. I forget to thank you for the award, and I thank you for recognizing the good work we all do in this forum. So all the listeners, then why will they contribute? So thank you very much, people. And when I go hearing from me on Saturday, we will come with the latest from Freetown regarding constituency 110. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Make we call with Usfriend. Make we hear you. Waiting Usfriend gets for we. Yes, Usfriend, you get the platform, sir.
Hello, Triple. Thank you very much for the platform. And thanks to Mantoli, the previous speaker, for giving updates within the happening at Freetown on ground. The issue of this public notice where police they don't repeat back and they add few things in there. We don't know say not to strengthen them. We don't do it last December and then do them back this time here. But the issue that we want for talk here is actually based on like what Mr. Toli Usman Toli don't mention. You look at the area force of this constitution and based on the police commissioner and now we get an inspector general. Okay, that side the way you pick them up is very vital when you look and say waiting then do. You go see say the law in terms of waiting then they try for delegates is one thing when for maintain law and order where everybody want the police and do. Then on the other side you go see say that side they be able for amend that after they change their position. We be say by then the commissioner of police been there, and then now the inspector general of police. So you go see say they may get a time for change. You go and look and say, well, sometimes they change for the favor of one, for promote somebody, they get more dignity, and then for let them get more powers, and then for let them go increase their own time of how for satisfying your basic needs in terms of in wage. Because when they promote you, then we must increase wage. Also promotion, but they promote the rank. That's the idea what they occupy. So you can't say that one they do well on that side when they favor them. But the one where they favor the public now, where some of the acts that they get for us, they amend them. Like one way they talk about that driving after 6 o'clock, for do this. Then put them aside, they relate them to for say, like kind of thing where they offend, or sometimes they go say it cause an intimidation, or sometimes they go say it cause noise. If you want to argue why they go allow, so they go relate them towards the act. But they're not trying for designate say, well, would they eliminate so thing them more, or so thing them more, or not make room for let them think they are go able for do their own duty. But on the other side again, looking at that idea day back, you go see say why like the vehicles that they say let fly after 6 o'clock. You go ask say sometimes now because of them they try for monitor vehicles them after 6 o'clock. Sometimes where you pass something, then go know if you pass motorcar. If not thief, you don't go thief this motorcar. What they say motorcar they thief there now. And then they know say that them motorcar then go likely thief, then motorcar will identify so. So I will say, well, long do we let's work, long not apply after 6 o'clock. You might say something, now that area they want to do a strategy how for able for handle that side. Then you go and say back, then go out for do either for let the citizens then go pay money so that they go try immediately if for use them after 2 weeks, they go try pay earlier. So you will able to get chance for play and back. So then they open room for them go make income. So when you want for drag vehicle after 6, you go try let go get license. Even though they don't tell me say they don't do vehicle registration and license like Pademba Road, they don't open a branch there for you want the way they Western. So you're not going to go all the way again Kisi Road. So that side is so anyone for test for see how they work. So all of those things you go try for look at, but again they can't do for say these are the things when they get for say would they try for pilot something, we will try for go identify. What do they identify? They identify if any weakness link did it or any weakest link. They go ask what are the weakest link. You will find out now everybody go get that time they for go pay am, or that money then all everybody go get time. Or if you are enough for let that person they come when you want for just entertain yourself, you know, pass after 6 months, despite you don't pay. So you will get for ask all those questions. But the area of how they try for execute some of the thing, it look questionable based on the act where they don't put, where then they relate everything towards the act. Then they say back, no for drink, drive. All right, that's why then you go try for talk and say it's very good because they try for cut down accident them. So that one day we don't know how effective they were able for delegate them or try to execute them in other words. So you go ask how this material is like for question some of the things that wouldn't know they pursue. But some of the things that were they within the reach, where they know say this like direct thing will bring money directly, or where they will either get something about bribery for let somebody and let you not do this, or for let them just intimidate the people them instead of then they intimidate the public, then and then they intimidate the people now. So you will find out say intimidation they go there on both sides. They go talk to the public, then they try to generally intimidate somebody and upon will not do this or you don't cause noise, you don't play loud music. Then you go talk it back, say, then they try for intimidate you, then you don't drive the vehicle after that time, they when they go confront you. So now either way, when I don't go effect. So then therefore evaluate how things are the conditions they will bring about people that for do anything there. They look inside the people and their lives, when are the ghettos, so they go able for no, then why then go able for comply, or then why are they go able for cause problem, or then why are how many people will they see and how they behave. So we will therefore put a law, we will go strong enough so that they don't see them why they don't go thief motoka, or then why they don't go in the public for go force disorder, or then why they don't go begin job, or they don't go make any public riot or gathering. So all those kind of things, you therefore look into them. If you identify say they're dealing at the place, then you therefore find out solutions there, then you go pass the message to them. And then they come back to the areas back where you go say the people there let not go let not do jogging in a group. But what about the areas now where they simply no for go gather and no wear mask? So you go come to the area where in the mortal money because of the social life he ask for content, how you go able for deal with that side there. Because if you get the message say not do this, not do this, and they see direct effect, you will try to give them examples, such as like now the mayor yesterday, he just for tell me say he don't go catch this you don't catch the corona really, but he don't go expose to somebody who don't pass through the test, but because of we don't know if the incubation period the person escape, they don't go prove positive in a salon, then he don't go there among the people that you know use mask while this is speaker. But he therefore talks say, well, those risks are there because the people who don't come inside, they don't come with the corona. So there are risks still say the thing they pass. So he left to how the people are now get forget the message. How you therefore tell them to understand. So at the end of that one day when they try for doubt self say, what is the reality? Now this is the troubling area of reality. Now we go able for say, oh, this year you don't work well. Then you come to back the area where they act again. I come back to that why you know they work. You go see say the president now get the power for let go appoint and fire the IG. All right, the inspector general get the right for that. So you go see say sometimes some inspector general go come with their idea for let them can implement, we go develop year after year before they remember until because of political reasons or personal function where they change them. So because of that area they back, you go see say that immediate dismissal, it will bring work to the person who don't come. Some no go want for can continue from outside the person begin or try for look outside and the link they would be weak or outside get for develop and even they can begin. So anytime when they get successful, you will find out say that security it will very dreadful because now it will bring any catastrophic consequence them by the citizens them. Whether the bad thing they will get for up and then because of one when I neglect for secure people in motoka when I don't know say when I get for put barrier them or outside when I get for check or would have said no selecting they are they happen more sensitive when I try for let them give money towards una young project. If na outside they happen, camera day, then we're able for pick up quick. Why they don't go there? Because outside them for don't do that thing their years back, people and then they divert the fund to other things. So for not capable of having these things, so that the security for one day. All those kind of things. Still go to the provinces, you go in a barrier as you see motoka, you didn't have the system, they identify them. whether they drive and be showing documents and then they click on within the system. Not to one day, but these are things we for be from previous. You will say maybe because of changes or because of waiting, the power the way they give to certain individuals, when they not go give you as independent, so you go able for work and raise your own fund, then look at the expectation, when you know work, what if for act, then they say, well, you the fund way for get, if it would they help you to us and then what if for do back reduce them. So all those kind of things they actually affect the police work in a salon. And I believe say the people them then your weakness now because of them get for aware no more so that they know say we will get for find a way for live in terms of crimes. Then we will get for find a way for contribute or we need for understand how we only to way. So you go see say back then say get their own contribution where they will get for play. But if they come back to how the law will able for manage them and then they will make them understand the law. So that then they get a catalog of faults them would they cause crime, disorder, and a lot of cooperation already between the citizens, the law, the one the way they try to control the law, and then the one the way they oversee all about the law for law if we they do not work well for law will be able to do this. So all those kind of things and the retirement, but it comes to the development of the country, you know, would they if that thing they had it happen because the person can at the country, he go afraid for see not to place with secure or not to place with law and order day. Now the thing you and forgive. And thank you very much for giving the platform. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Usfrain.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're
Yes,
welcome,
sir.
sir.
All right. Yes, Aisatu Kake Jalo, waiting na your contribution today.
Yes, hi. Good evening. This is okay. For me today, my contribution is very short. But I want to say thank you to Usman Tolly and Mr. Usfred for their submission. My contribution really will go towards saying that we follow the rules, follow the guidelines, because when this most of them guidelines they as well rules and regulations, then we don't put in place now for the safety for everybody, you know. So if you follow the rules, if you do everything we then ask you for do during this festive season, you go able enjoy your holiday where you go for if you're not possible where they visit the country, if you're not possible where they live within the country, and then and go back into hope with hope all hopes that you go see 2021 with no problem, right? So and God willing for that. So everybody have to abide. I think in everywhere that not something we people then the use, like even if you think about it, you get a temporary plate we're not for like 30 days here in the States. And also if sometimes like they suspend you license and give you a temporary driver's license, then get time where you for use the driver's license, then go on let use and wait, you just go, within your time we get for work and all that. But salon it could be a slightly different because every country gets its own laws and the regulations. And yes, I understand saying you they pay for them, but I think if say you plates need to be replaced, after the time frame where they don't give you, now for ensure say that happen, let them put all the measures in place so that they're not go actually delay that for issue the permanent plate to the people them. Because if somebody don't pay, then the hope say before even the time when they give na salon, it expire, then go down issue the permanent plate so that the person not going to go back and forth and then self go avoid for the do some of the ticket them wouldn't they give or the arrest them wouldn't they do in the country. So that now one thing I think everybody for try for understand. And now to the COVID-19 measures, really we can see so many things them on the media right now where people are not they adhere to COVID-19 measures them. Yes, as you say, salon, we they do well. We forgive kudos to whatever measures then gets in place right now, given the numbers then what we get compared to Guinea and Ivory Coast. That's not something for say, we get people there in the country we really they follow measures them, and God also the guide we when we come to COVID-19. But some of the things where we they see with the crowd, with not where people are not to wear mask. If you think about it, within that crowd, if somebody get COVID-19, then they infect probably almost everybody, along with other people in our different communities, and because we didn't left the other side and go for go. So, and just, I would say sometimes if you think about it, it's in a pure luck. Or sometimes you could say, okay, some people then they adhere, but I would like just looking at what I see on the news or what I see, on the camera, I feel like, if we have about less than, 60% of people them really adhere to COVID-19 measures them. And that now a big risk would it take, with the hope say, people them really take this disease very serious, or this virus very seriously, knowing that what they do to the Americans, them despite all the resources, them despite what we get in America, but COVID-19 ended to play every day. They get people them really die, over 3,000 people them in one single day, right? So we cannot afford that in Sierra Leone because the healthcare system would only cry for, would only ask for, would only hope, say, with that, then go overturn certain things and within our laws and as how long we can to, human rights, because really some of the things that we can happen where we see in the like they take them very serious. Now the constitution will get na salon where you mentioned at the beginning, if our constitution, our rights, it's really built, or it's designed for the people them na salon, for let the people them really benefit from it rather than the politicians. I think we country in a very small nation, we can able to do better in so many ways, and then the resources that we get at the country, sometimes you question, even though we can say investment that they come, mining companies and other companies that they come, how then they use them in there. So, healthcare, definitely nami focus and we can to some human right things nami focus, and I want really let the government look into that. I'm sure every Sierra Leonean they pray and ask for the same thing, but we really get for doing collectively and we for the continue to voice this to the government for not let them understand, say really if we not get water, we not get light. If we healthcare system poor, really we nation not go for develop. It no matter how much education you get, if then things and they not in place, it they make it very difficult for like you learn, because how you go learn if you need for get up very early in the morning to get water, or sometimes you barely even able for do anything like that or study. Rather, again, some people then they study, or under pepper lamp. I think some people say this when we be they talk about education. That reminds me, will be they see them kind smoke, then they people then they inhale and through the their nose, cause some respiratory problems them. And then how do you prevent things like that if you not get good healthcare system in the country? So so many things and they go on. We really do hope say government can step in and understand, say like this the people that want, actually put them other measures or restrictions them in place. You want for ensure say the fundamentals them they in place, because if you not build on the fundamentals, there is no way you structure you got for go forward. So, and I try for bring this up today in today's discussion. Really, we get so many sick people in our salon. We be say we get a very good team where they take care of them, like the Sick Picking Project. We don't come as a Sarah Network Charity Foundation. Recently, there was a young kid, young child, like infant, because she's 11 months old, had a very bad illness. Like now they see so many abnormalities, then where they come to picking and where then they born a salon. Sometimes they wonder, how can we have this type of, illnesses in the country where we healthcare system, good enough for take care of them health problems they have. So, some things and like that, the surgical intervention, for don't happen, within weeks or even within hours of having the child. Right, this not something where we not go share on the platform because like it's very graphic, to the point. But people that within that WhatsApp group, for Sarah Network Charity Foundation was able to see this, this speaking in problem. We come in as a charity. We try for facilitate for the surgical intervention like happened now Makini. And today, actually this happened 2 days ago. The pikin don't go through the surgery and now it recover. We all the pray say that continue. And waiting another thing again with that, we really want for join, Sick Picking Project as a charity foundation in how we go help with them sick picking them. We be say from the age of 0 to 16 years old, and they help picking the way they deal with congenital heart problem, where we say a heart disease, where we say now, some gastrointestinal like stomach problems, so many of these, and you can name it, and the numbers and they grow increasingly every day. People and they reach out, to the person where don't they do this, within team Nasalon, Mr. Ishmael Alfred Charles, so don't they. One thing we mentioned as me and AAA say we really had a meeting. We were invited. We were part of it. Because of the Peking. What we talk about now we platform. We get that spinal, problem. We need for go through surgery. We reach out to them for let them join we in how we go help for make sure that the Peking get in surgery, right? So now we want to see how best as a platform, as a network, as a family, how we go continue for support this sick Peking project salon, because then really they make a great impact in our society. We come to pediatric section, we come to them picking them where they sick, some sickness that we they even imagine, that then it is see. And every day when you look at me, they ask yourself, how can we have something like this in our country where BC we healthcare system, it's not up to par to deal with some of these things. We don't see who's picking and they die due to lack of, electricity for the oxygen, we can get the oxygenation within the neonatal intensive care unit. So these are some of the things that if you think about it as a Sierra Leonean, you just wonder, how can we make a change? How can we change these things from happening in our country? But yet we want the government, we want the president for look into this and no say, Salon right now, what we need in a salon? We need light, we need water, we need good healthcare system. As you put education first, put them while they're in place, and then the education can complement that effort there. And that me get for say tonight. And I want to tell everybody thank you. We come to the SLMB school project renovation. For some of you, you don't see the video already. We then do the launching, the project they go on, and we want for everybody continue for join and support the renovation project. What we anticipate say then we'll complete them. From the start date that was 3 months. So we really look forward to things like this. We want for continue for make an impact na society, na different communities them, na the country, and that's we for do as Sierra Leoneans, and we understand say, as the commercial or the jingle way AAA they play, as a Sierra Leonean, we all have a role and responsibility to play in the development and future of our nation. That's not something where I believe in, and that's not something where I will continue for preach, and I want for my fellow Sierra Leoneans them join me. And AAA, thank you for every day for playing that for people and the Yeri and all the donors them within the WhatsApp group, or we're not there within it yet. We really want to tell now all thank you, because without you guys we cannot do this without you. And don't forget, if you live in the United States and you donate to Sierra Network Charity Foundation, it is a non-profit organization. That means you can write off your taxes now the US, for every donation where you make within the year. So the year we still got about, today's the 10th, we have about 21 days. You can still donate and you can write that off to your on your taxes. Thank you very much, and we really look forward for everybody's support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aissatou Kakejalo.
Thank you.
December don't come. Sierra Leone police can always look for make we know say we self get responsibility for keep the peace na salon. Then self get the young work for do. We self get we young work for do. So this December, Salon police now get forfeit with the United States travel notice, because right now United States and the Padayon, they try forfeit Rona, because last year, the year before, always Salon police get for answer question. Salon police last year, the Tawasi, United States not get right for right within the right. Say Salon not safe for the citizens for go. Men they not go na any dark place. When nets don't come, lights not there. Make them be careful who side and they go. And say because look for America. Look America how then they kill citizens then they kill. That was last year though. Because what people and they share waiting the US travel advisory been be like for go Salone. Salone police was not having it. So this trip, they not get for contend with that one day. But however, the one for make me you understand say we get ruling for play. Like I said, whatever Salone police writes, now waiting day na the books. Now waiting day na the laws. If we are not happy with it, our constitution, our right. Make we call for a constitution for be amended. Then we don't begin that process day. So we can re-echo am again say, then we not forget to, because the political party then they work tirelessly for change the constitution them so that I go work for themselves. But however, the constitution of the land is still team up there. All my way come, then they pick the part they want. Feel say it good for them, then tweak them. All my way can pick, then tweak. Well, we the people, how can we pick our own path? By choosing the right leaders, we get to win our hearts. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, man, Patrick.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Well, some of these laws, the way they don't put, some they're good, some they're not good. To me, my own perception is, I believe saying that dragging the door open for some of the police because not so bad they will go around. Some of them bad the way they will say they're not past 11. They be say maybe after 11 that bad day they get more customers. Which police now where go there, they will just quit and no more. Put it the one quit and say, okay, just load the music, you know. Now I don't see any free time. Then number two, them devil business there. Once I don't forget this street in the middle around Sakila, no, Kadeba Road area, and I forgot bus na Coast na Glazal Junction and that. I read that street there, I forget the street name. One day I go find somebody, I meet the block wall street. They play all the day.
Ferguson Lane area, right?
Fagos is yes. Fagos is street. Yes. Fagos is street. Right there. They block the wall street. They block the wall street that they pull all the day. Why I said, but I see they're not for it. They say the man get the urgent, the agba, but they say the agba will get the urgent policeman. I said, okay. So I passed there, you know, where they see me self alone because of the big body already. I said they begin play the music loud. I left for drop there another 20,000-50,000 no more for that part. They not block me, but you know, they all they hide them in the Pamina because of the big body. Because they block the wall. See why I say road not there. I left for pass me the people there for go time me to do. So I left for go drop that 50,000 there and continue. So this is not some of them things they are. Some of the police they are bad their parents society. Then thing they make. So I never able to pass the law. So the only thing I'm always made is talk for where they go. Where they go now we have to be careful. The one that way they know themselves. They know how they operate. So most of this law they are believing for we no more the passer. You know, we the diaspora there, where would they go? You know, but when some man go back, he want lose. If he forget say that not to diaspora come out, he want go behave without no one obey the law. You know, one do all kinds of things. One fetch in the street, they talk loud, they play this, you know, so I come out, you know, they able to do them things in the day. You know, so basically now for who they go no more. Now we have to be careful. So that don't say so man not be careful. Believe me, now waiting for let the judgment you know, happen so. Because technically they left for easy money. They will charge you unnecessary, begin put some law that we yourself not sabi. You go. Mm-hmm. So we just left for be careful who are to go, we the enjoy yourself. And forget the way you can the bill that they wait for you. Then they know they remind you yourself. You just go, you not pay your house rent, or you not pay your cell phone. Hey, you bundle that you need to do. So you go on there, you go say you drink yourself. Because let's say you not get billed and I have. You know, so that's what we get for tonight.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Hey, it's not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
I just want to tell Salon Police, Christmas or April, December 10, a festive season for Salon people, we don't use for enjoy. I don't see why then they can't begin the pressure with people, begin put, all type of laws. Like, anything, I don't make no sense. Oh, they left here go salon. No, for let go enjoy yourself. Them place here all day, the place cool, not able to enjoy that much, So go around with people there, why enjoy? I don't see why they always they put laws and rules and everything from 1965. Would I care about law from 1965 anyway? Would I care about that day? Today, not able to change no law in other country. Would they still go by laws from 1965? But them politicians, they don't care about the people in that country. Now the thing that they back, And the policeman there, and then they work for them politicians there. Any party we can, they fall in line, Any party we can, they fall in line, Then the policeman, they wear mask. They allegedly, they be big minister, they on first lady, they make them party, they wear mask. Well, as soon as the poor people, they begin no more, then go jump on it, And if for left them here. They lost their way and they put on for the poor people, and now they affect the big people, They make them, they just they pull their strength by poor people, no more. They not fine, man. And then poor people and then vote to now in, Not for the think twice and take it. The economy bad now the country. Poor people then go for go enjoy. Now the money then they go spend, and they help boost the economy. Poor people then come back and begin pressure them back. Now left
I want only the mic. So which side will you talk about now? We say na pressure, the Salon Police they try for pressure. Which one of the points they want to lay? Now all of them?
All of them. The music, the mask, the closing of the bar.
Music. Not take the music, right? But the music, if you neighbor want sleep in a net, you did unbug your neighbor. You don't think say that one day safe na correct thing say the music too loud if you turn and down or you turn them off so that your neighbor safe instead get right.
No, but festive season salon, all the neighborhood and they play loud music there.
When I made them they try
then they play loud music.
Continue,
no, but I'm not this. Yeah, I'm not this another reason because they all man there for enjoying your own way. Not to all man go to beach, but na bar for go enjoy. Not to all man go to stadium. Most of them people are their own neighborhood and they make their own small party there. That they never understand. Now festive season, let the people enjoy. Not to say now all year round. Just 1 month, When the pressure is too much, man. Let people enjoy, man. Your contribution, I don't know more.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who call from, please. Yes, I get 3 minutes, sir.
This is Nalaji. I come from Maryland. First of all, law, not law. Within America now, so your neighbor, if they play music up to 10 o'clock, it is stop. Because natural and law they don't pass the, for disturbing neighbor. I don't go to salon plenty of time. I'm telling you, the ocean where the lodge, I can't sleep at night because there's a loud, it's all for them and they make loud music. They don't say they don't play music, but you forget certain times and where they stop. But salon, not to the south side, they stop. We say begin from 8 o'clock or whatever, and then 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. The law and law, why would they adhere to the laws there that overseas? They won't go to our own country for then we tell the people and say, okay, this is the right thing to do instead of the support them. Salon don't be we will be glad we all be enjoy, but what them the person is pass. Everybody they enjoy. But when they talk about this in 24th century, then 1965 laws and some of them therefore change them, and therefore change them. The right of people, the freedom of people now overseas in the work. Not African country, the way with freedom of speech, freedom of this, freedom of the work. May we learn take what you put there, so go put up for people and let them know, say, this is the right thing for you. No, let for support them. I'm sure a lot of people, what they talk about, SNPT this, SNPT don't pass this law. No, it's about adhere to the laws of what they go right now. Look at the pandemic, you understand? We didn't also, just like how Dr. Isatu said, there's over 3,000 people and die with all what they get. We don't have anything like that in Africa. Astagfirullah, that they go broke out in Africa. What do we have to say? We see example of Ebola. What did Ebola do in the space of certain time? You see what it do. Why when they try for save people in life there, would they say, would they blame Papa government this, APC this, SLPT this? No. It's about the people. Now it's about time not begin care about other people there. No care about you just say, what come outside, go enjoy in a salon. Yes, you go enjoy because you got money, because you broke all the rules, all the protocols they put here, you broke up. For the people that were there, you understand, eh? Just for making them understand, say, this is not the way we do. What they come out, so we give them the wrong messages. Now we try for send a right message to them people here. When they also they tell people and say, oh, no, go protest, we go protest. Freedom of speech. It's not working in Africa. Now we try for put sense to them people at the head instead of support certain things there. I mean, I know I get people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alaji. Like I said earlier, maybe you first end this for join we December. But for the last 8 years, we don't get this particular program. I will categorically tell you, say, every December, Salon Police, they give a press release. Then go add. You see now, because COVID-19 they add. But this is not new. I think it was maybe 4 years back. And they added this one for the music. The music was not there. But then they Adam. The Adam, that one they bring a lot of make a call this caller. Yes, caller, they live on air. You name and side the call from, please.
Hey, Triple A, thank you very much for taking me call, me brother. This now, tell Mike say I dey call Mother Bio for. Na Mother Bio fast. You don't say me na Mother Bio official. I get a Mother Bio number. I go tell her say one guy when they call Mike in Philadelphia na he fashion. But anyway, in a serious note, waiting Alaji talk about this now. It completely makes sense. Even me self the neighborhood who say me also buy a house. Me on me 50th birthday, me party they don't want me to they say man go do this thing at hall. I say why? I get big backyard, I get pool. Why I for go pay money in a hall? The neighbor they know me. Even when I don't go around, I tell them 10 o'clock. Now helicopter 9 come up. The police tell me, say, oh, now the last thing is the next time I will come, if a helicopter can get, now you pay for the helicopter, the why in come, then you pay, because the ticket they give, you pay for the car who can have the second time. So it didn't happen. The people who can have the party just get sit down no more, we catch cold at the pool. Then like, that never happen. We get for turn down because I know we can't make party there, I can't pay the big tickets. So now, no. Yes, we start with Sidon. Now, absolutely right with the Alaji say. Why would for they respect laws than just like what happened 10 days here again regarding drunk driving or drunk accident behind the wheel? We are there overseas. We're not saying no. I don't care who says as long as we're that country in Africa. In fact, Africa says because South Africa, they're serious law than them because there's a Mandela one thing Grand became been there behind a drunk driver. Because California, you know, for talk. Now, the Mamadian are there against that. Like the one called women against drunk driving. But people don't want to go under and do things they were not right. Now, the same thing is, they're not saying you don't make party. And then music, then we then guide and did again, Uganda. You might not sit down with little music than how. Then guide and did the machine, they turn and boom, you did 10 miles, you read the noise. Let alone if you live inside that same building day. Or you live down the street. You know they will sleep. Because they get them DJ and they I don't know how they can call the music machine because like the heavy set they are in the pump. So now that they try for talk, but I absolutely agree with the police officer then. After 10 o'clock, if not to bar, go let on sleep. You need a rest. Go give your body some rest and wake up the next day. That's right. We can talk about the 1965 police order law forever. Just like what you say. Unless by Chroma we get absolute chance to change all length here. Another one. Then you waste $8 million of we money, put Justice Kawa, take that person and go all over Salon for amend the constitution. Now still we get so. So the thing and the word they talk about right. I'll tell you one thing. Democracy not all side for work. We still think happen right now in America with democracy. I mean corona never for left here until they find vaccine. because all man know it right. Then there's in a William City because the mayor come back say is for lockdown, restaurants and bars and lockdown. What happen? People don't go parade and do more. If you see the crowd, like the residential, the city residential, we say the mayor there. I didn't get enough. They stone them. Even the director of public health, the lady who is public health director now, the same thing they do. Then Google somewhere go send me address. China outside this thing again. All the Asian countries then. One of them and too much democracy what they only get yan for. Because when they say one, they mean one, they don't mean two. When they say do this, they mean say do them. Now for your own good. But we take democracy, the theory for Africa. I not say Africa don't need democracy, but tell me true, we need for go take it easy. Because look like somebody will be angry for 20 years, they can't get arrested today. They didn't take exposure for it. Now that's what they do right now. Everything human right. That's what human right. You not for do anything. Even when you discipline people in a human right. Now how would they see the America, what do they call America? What kind of human right the way America they violate? What kind of beat the police and they beat people in there? What kind of bad treatment they would they treat people in there? I don't see anybody good enough to human rights. But the disciplined people in Africa say they say human rights. Like so we don't even know what's in a human rights these days. They tell people that say something left for those who are they do so they say human rights. You can't stop that. If they happen, the violation of human rights they happen every day. I'm not sure to line up now the White House, they cry for that. But when something happen in Africa, for let them discipline people and they say human rights. Come on. Go get a grip on this. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please?
John Sister, you call from London.
Yes, John, you get 3 minutes. What's in your contribution?
My contribution is this problem for the policeman that I wouldn't put. It affects most of people that come out now Europe, because imagine money don't work for the past 12 months. 1 month inside the year we say, well, more go down country, more go enjoy. And you go now for go pull your devil and say nothing. Devil not for come out, If they make Bokujes, they go for go now song again. Then 1 month, one more thing. Some money they call it compare America and Salon, but the law business, These are two different sided. Africa, the law in Africa today with Europe is different. When they put law in Africa, now for me, we understand we say, we know say yes, law day. But when we put law, we have the December season, we have same way, the people listen at tongue, therefore enjoy their life. You go put law say no music, no devil. That means say there is time for loss of culture. It's time for loss your own culture where we get us alone. So now no contribution is speechless. Thank you
very much, John. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Janet, you get the platform.
Yeah, well, hello everybody. I think to say, the rules and what they put, I don't read them, I understand them. My own concern here is, and I want everybody understand, say, I am not against the rules and what they introduce regarding the COVID. We know COVID is real. Let's get that out of the way. I respect the masking laws. Them very important that everybody wear their mask when they go out, and everybody for respect that social distancing laws and when they put into place. I respect every rule concerning COVID. For just example, me not person we don't know we get asthma, we get hypertension. I get letter we say you're not person we supposed for shield. You're shielding, and that was you to stay home. They allow certain people to come through, you do not. because of me own health conditions. So I'm in tune with the laws. But wait till I want for say here, and I think to say me brother allergy, misunderstand me today. December, we don't know, say December na 10, from when we small, till we all on time, so na 10 where we all they enjoy. Now enjoyment time. Na 10 where now we culture that one day for enjoy we safe. They say a relaxed body, una eat, una dance, the music side, yes, because me paddy come salon some time ago, he said to me, Johnny, it's like a blaring train. I say, okay, even if it is that, I sure said and get where then go do where then go tell people and say, when I play on the music, when I'm not playing too loud, but to say 10 o'clock we on time, music that they play again, then they lock bar. This is to me one kind of way where I feel to say the people then go begin feel stressed. That's what I am saying. I should be one person we don't read law, we understand law, we not say for respect law, but that's in laws and if you go against we enjoyment as people unnecessarily, then we go for look at them. That is all I am trying to say here. Let me say up to they will not push the COVID laws about staying up to midnight. I think so. Why bring it back to 10 o'clock? So and another me the question, so
help you
yeah.
Naya, because this is not the
Yes,
first
please.
time we've been discussing
Yes.
this. Every
Yes.
year, I remember
Yes.
the time they introduced this particular segment of the December press release. The same conversation with again now. 9 will be together at 10 days, say 10 o'clock.
Yes.
At that time,
Yes.
because it was new, people begin can say, what in they go on now? This is not correct.
Yes.
And this and that, or what not. About police become say,
Yes.
this 10 o'clock we then put, they not get problem with them unless somebody complain. Then I done the police be tell we the last time. They say that unless person complain, so then we go to the extent say, well, then people then begin say, well, they want to make party take past 10 o'clock. They say, well, if you neighbor they not get problem, police not get problem. They say because police know they come until somebody complain. So now then the police be say back then.
Yes.
According to what you they say so.
Yes. Thank you. So now that was police then say they make a clarification. Then say that so we don't put a law, but until your neighbor. So I hope so that this go happen this year as well. Because waiting. Thank you very much, Tripoli, for that clarification there. Because some mandate for every human being, we're all bound by rules. If it's how you also come out, say you get rules, then they maybe rule na me also picking service after midnight. They press the bell and then they open for you. Period. If you're not get key for kind of meals. But we are saying, in Sierra Leone, with the clarification where Tripoli don't give me so now, I don't get a better understanding. The police are not. This is not like rigid law. If you 10 o'clock then they all you then go. That's not it. They are just saying that we pull this thing so But if personally complain on that thing, then it's fine. That way the way that call in America say we they walk almost here, people in the walk up a whole year, they want to go home to go enjoy. Look at the Caribbeans, come on, COVID also, but they get rules and where they put into place. So now we they say the police then come with extra rules them. And Tripoli, what I am saying here is that the SAPP government, they mean well, but certain rules and the way they spring from people we're gonna begin ask back. We're not a police state. We're not a police state at all. And we're not a soldier government with a run, So we want for let the police them, they go to community, educate the people about why they want to introduce the rules them or sensitize the people in a television and radio and say, why would they do this? Not just wake up one morning on a bank press release per week. And there are people who are accepting this either because, they don't understand it properly or they feel to say we are against the government. I am not against any government. My interest here lies with police and they make law. Now parliaments they make law. Any law where police they make, if for favor, if a balance. No can put law where they can't win by me neck. But look, when you don't explain it to me now, Tripoli, I thank you very much. I have a better understanding and also not a rigid law, So I am happy to go tonight knowing that I can call person Afrita and say, they say that's also the police say, try to respect the rules of the police, not make like your neighbor call police for you. And these are the kind of explanations that we want. You see what I mean, Tripoli? So until I come again some other time, I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Janet. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and side call from, please.
Hi, Tripoli. This is Tony Magabush from United Kingdom.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, most of we people then we they contribute, so we live in the diaspora now. They support say, oh, go back home now country, or for live at large. We need to remember say other people them did it, we be say then I didn't leave. We will just go do what you want for do. Sometimes what you want for do, it disturb the other people in day. Now make there are designated areas for enjoyment. If you want to enjoy, go beach road or everywhere, clubs and day. Go there if you want to listen to loud music. You see? But you know go say, because of you they live well, you get a PA system in your house, if you play and day because of the in December. It doesn't mean say December person is sick. It doesn't mean say December accident may happen. You can't drink and drive, say because of it December. Sometimes law they try for help. World if you wait there, world they turn back in our country. You see? But they know go they try for good the WhatsApp laws where we will help and improve our country. We the same cities in the world they grumble say we country they bien. Now we they support them bad laws and they or break rules. You see? I know what we get for say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tony. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Oh, this is Nasanu. I call from Ohio. How are you, pal?
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, AAA, the laws. Yeah, I believe say what the police say, they say. I mean, your perception is right. If they try at least for prevent for certain crimes or for prevent at least COVID-19, if let me not matter be of us, I'm not going to make people and get up for COVID. And that's when I will put strict measure for COVID-19. I will tell you, say, if I enjoy this year, a pandemic, stay in a house. But the police don't get at least a leverage, at least say 10 o'clock, if they pass you call somebody or something happen to make. Okay, that's fine. To me, people don't want to respect law. People don't want to respect law at all. Laws, not see what they govern with. Laws, not see what they make will live happily. All what they and then oversee the other country, all law day. They feel happy because law day. Once something happy, people don't want to fight for you. But in Sierra Leone, people don't want to respect law. They already tell you that country today until people respect the rule of law. Now that said that country will able to start to go before. But if there is no law, people don't respect the rule of law. They are the same to let the law be equal. Another thing. They say, what did the police do? It's encouraging. That's no problem. Enjoy your life. What time reach at 10 o'clock, say everything no. Go now, go sleep. That's fine. Well, let people abide by the law. Let them abide by the law. It's not to politics or that thing. If Lamina Marabio, I'm telling you, this COVID-19, I will tell you, say this year in a pandemic. Let nobody say 9 Go buy your rum, go 9 go drink up. Yeah, take
All right, thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, Mr. AAA, this now, brother Ibrahim, I call from Sierra Leone.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes. So what's in your contribution?
Okay, that's fine. And of course, I want for tell you plenty, thank you. And with regards the law where them police they put for sake of them glad and think the way they bring problem now, the life of the Sierra Leoneans. I believe say police them, of course, they're on the right track because that is their mandate to protect lives and property. So whatever way they tamper with the right of other people because somebody if you say it is well with you, they want to go beyond limits. I think say it is the responsibility of the police to step in, and they are there to make sure that they design laws where we get a very peaceful atmosphere and let people live like human beings and not those of animals. Them we not get a culture of law and other thing, But what mommy want look at. Now that I expect say the police them then get for be very much independent, then get forget that kind of independency because they have the sole authority. I feel say if the police then get the independency for able to operate under the mandate and the limitations under the constitutions and rule of law, that means say then go able for give a free, you understand, operation of the laws, wherein people will not become suspicious. But here is a situation wherein we already they draw suspicion suspicion of we police and we law enforcement agencies and say then they in line with the politics so greatly that then they sympathize with the politicians at the detriment of the citizens whom they are there to protect. And here is Sierra Leone, wherein politics has become so icon to the extent that now if you police, where we expect say now for draw the line between the people and the law, then you are becoming, politicians as well, meaning you are compromising politicians because now politicians they select to into them position they own are there, especially sensitive position. And that is why, Barack Obama once said, he said we don't need strong, people, but we need strong institutions. When institutions are strong enough, then these institutions become independent. Then they're not favor, they're not bias. At least we are expecting them to work freely, because police then do law for please somebody for let you let come, but then they do the thing for make sure say yes they're able to get a peaceful coexistence wherein the people go able to get equal opportunity. That is the decency of life. That is the decency of living. But we cannot have again the police where then so I'm biased and where then so much I'm political. That is bad. Police should be apolitical. Then should believe say they don't take an oath for protect lives and property and not to protect politicians. This is what we are against. But the law we are okay with that because every other religion will tell you say you therefore get ethical way of operating in life. You don't just do things like that. Life we need to control ourselves. Even God, now make give you scriptures so that we can caution ourselves and we walk within laws. And that is why we shall be asked the day of judgment to give account, because we they not left with so we get complete consciousness and we conscious now we for work with. But today people are becoming suspicious of the police them because police then they do things as if they are there to be they've been subjected, subjugated under the mandate and influence of politicians, and then then get the highest authority because politicians can come and go, but they are always there. And they have been placed there to make sure that they take control of the land and make sure that they protect our constitutions and protect the lives and properties of the people. Once the police institutions, the law enforcement agencies are strong enough and they learn to be independent without bias and favor, whether somebody chooses you and puts you in a position and God say you for don't in that position, it doesn't mean if a politician chooses you and puts you in a particular position, then you should be dancing to the tune of the politician. Politicians, we know they are selfish people who always want their interest to be glorified, so which is very wrong. That is what we know already of politicians. They just want for the get and make their own day at the best side, the propaganda and all. But you police, you should be wise enough. You should operate under wisdom and know that whatever you do in this world shall be asked the day of judgment. And when you execute the rights, authority, then you are a hero because you have protected, the country. You've protected our constitutions and you've put our laws straight. This is what exactly I mean, and this is my contribution. God bless you, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Brother Ibrahim. Always can get Brother Ibrahim from Freetown, and he's always conscious of his contribution. He always tell we say where we can feel otherwise. People in the way conscious. Few callers they all can get from Freetown. We know exactly waiting then can mean within the talk. Yes, Musa.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. What my million contribution is that people will try to realize that law, if you say with this Ireland, British law, that's a British law. This is alone at the same thing they get. They can't do so with this show until 10 o'clock. You can play loud music. After 10 o'clock, if your neighbor no call the police, it's good for your neighbor, no problem. But after 10 o'clock, if you play loud music, that is British law. Here, Ireland, England, alone at the same thing. After 10 o'clock, if your neighbor call the police, your neighbor they disturb me, the police they come. If you say this, we can make that. But that's obvious. So people they know that. So the problem is that people are not careful violate their right. The music in play while your neighbor is good, it's fine for that, no problem. Because if you say with this country now, in those is some restriction. every day, like we get about them 300, 400 cases. Sometimes we get them 15, 200 deaths. But because of people, we Christmas don't hear so. The government, there's no way for sure they care for lock people them down because this is a big occasion. This Christmas time, at time people in the day with their family, they meet with family, they sit down, they make party for it. This is a big occasion. So they're not able to disturb nobody, no matter this coronavirus thing. So the government just said will let them take precaution that any TV they do if you deal with your family, but the government this year for say that no matter who get this coronavirus, people is supposed to meet their family because this is a big occasion. So the same thing like Salon. So the government, like we don't talk to the danger for to stop people like that law is okay. Because if you able to play music until 10 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, if the neighbor no call, it's fine. But if the neighbor call, it's right. Because after 10 o'clock, people sleep. So but then they not stop people then say for not to make party. Because this is a big occasion. No matter if you're not a Muslim, you're not Christian, this is the time people want to be with the family, they want to come together, eat together, make dinner together, make happiness. So that I know I'm making for talk, but people will not see for say people let's say or they restrict people there for say nobody not for do party. No. Because this is a big occasion, this is a big year for everybody, especially for the Christian there. So now I know I'm making for
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you
Musa.
very much for giving this opportunity. Thank
Yes,
you very
sir.
much.
Teenage years. Salon Police give we 9 points them. I still they go over this for remind we say not to the first in this. No, for the past 8 years, if I could remember, Salon Police don't they give we press releases them. How it's implemented, that one day now another discussion. Because with all them press release them with Salon Police can give we, all way till you see them put so, certain side and day you will say yes, they're not going to they all say at the same time. Because then waiting is that omnipotent, omniscient. So because of that, they need people them for complain. So if you not complain, that one for that loud music, to the extent then we tell we back then say, if you want host the party na you host, just go around and invite your neighbors. At that time, people are beginning to say, what if your neighbor get palava? What if your neighbor get palava? You no go grey. But Salon Police be say that 10 day, then they not to on them. Again, people then can begin to say, party na area. As long as the food and the mamalima dey, people no go complain. Now we lock the mots for them, then they go complain. Now you come to the bars them. Like me, I dey up hill. There was this certain bar. When the one they ready for open the music, they're not near me. They way across inside Waterloo Village. But na net. If I dey na veranda, I dey talk to somebody na phone. The person they feel say na me they play music. If I go inside house, just forget it. Na me and there waiting at the bar. Then go play that music they take almost o'clock. I be done almost go to an extent for going at the police. But the funny thing, now we can up the line the where you go on down, you know they are nothing. Nothing they So we all they up, now we then be they play the music for. Luckily, somebody with the inside they can walk now to me. So now as he say, oh, now inside village are they. And you know say Salon it's easy. He so said that music can come on a net. I say good. You don't tell what they look for you. Now I say, hey, go tell them people and they say, somebody there up the hill. We net can. He want for sleep. If then continue, Me self na me they go na police. I know say that one day for baby a hard one because the police we can't down self na the main street in here nothing. So unless me and the police and for big for come go up the hill, na the ten for be begin hear the music. Eh? Because I don't know, but we all self. That not just say we always be the come up. Even Mrs. Self may not be a culprit of that day. We would they come up teenage years like me na veranda I get big speaker where they put stay. But that day now it's the neighborhood they approval. Because we thing do then say for one for your new music and new songs them and what's not. So if I know they know say I know they. As I can they say, hey, we don't miss you. Eh? They go play music for Uber. And then the neighborhood na they want that. So then you don't expect say anybody go come out na that neighborhood they for go call police say that man they play music na they want that. But we all know say there are certain areas then they where you go. You don't see some hosts how many antennas then get. You don't see some hosts where they compete for play music then you're not able for no one for listen again. Eh? You don't go na the neighborhood then they. The neighborhood then pass stadium Tangis. Because Tangis I just don't get it. Every year while this alone I go Tangis, you dey ask say who are you for listen to? Eh? Every small shop or every small bar gets your music where they play. And not for say na for play and for make uda de na yagi. For make you they don't hear that you know say na you na de uda de ka big speaker there. It's I not go say he want on a cultural thing as alone for play loud music. But we already know. And I think say if we don't get something wrong forever, not mean say the thing correct. If we don't get it wrong forever, not mean say correct. So this side for the loud music, I make police me the epona now waiting police be tell we back then now they tell you say yes, and this one with them police so it serves as a reminder for say now when you neighbor complain. When you neighbor complain. Like me, 1st of January 2020, I do fireworks now to me. They were surprised. Eh? So I'm surprised. See? For say fireworks. I think I don't forget Amos. But police pan the fireworks say if person complain and if person injure, now you get problem with them. So you don't see? So nobody not complain, nobody not injure, so I don't get problem with nobody. What I mean? Me and police not get issue. I don't say police self when them be there at the station, they see the fireworks up. Then say them go happy say 1st of January, yay. Then say I up there. Eh? So make we understand Naya to compare Sierra Leone and Usa we did in Naya. Because waiting do, not fair. But since people them, they try for do comparison. Okay, let's talk. Even at the state, it depends on who's you dey. It depends on who's you dey. Because me, if you go na the Bronx, I go carry go sign at the Bronx. Say 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Who's there Hispanic then they. Loud music they come on all the apartments the way they did. Na competition. Competition na day. I go carry go back na Manhattan. Eh? Loud music party it did. Nobody may call police. Because na competition then deeper. Yanda yon if you know say you know fit, no go find place day. Because you no go survive. You no go survive. And even in Sierra Leone, it depends on who side you dey. It depends on who. I just give you an example now. Say me, I do me fireworks. Nobody can knock on me gate. Say not do fireworks, no. Because Salon police put say if person injure, person complain. Then it's just a caution for make we know say then laws there then they. Like me, me pambody na cinema na I get 2 subwoofer. When I dey play movies, maybe the cinema where they go look if it tell lie. But because there are no neighbors then they, but all man, you know, what you cannot do if you know they waiting they play inside. What you cannot do, you know you waiting they play inside. So whose neighbor who go call say wait if I don't do get together, not to want to do to ten house to me. Whose neighbor will they go call say people no. So it depends on who's you day. Then they back now another one. But not to for say we Salon police don't put on so like say it's an hard and fast tool. Na paupa. No, it's just a reminder. But again, the neighborhood where you day go contribute big time. I remember the time where this thing come back, people and begin say, okay, what if police can't say neighbor call or neighbor not call? It be saying that the police and hear the music. It one kind drag. So what thing go happen then? If not a person call, but the police feel say it one kind drag. Well, what thing I be me reply that 10 day where I been talking now, yeah? If you don't say na drag the police one can drag, then serve them. I don't say like get money, you get food, you get serve them. This past festive season, I know called the business. A friend of mine, they open a brand new business in a salon, and I was there. And before you marry, the area command 2 pickup truck na then come. If you see them, but they know the person where they open in business anyway. What in can? I can't take their own small thing no more. Because they were, I think me left this by 1 or 2. By 1 or 2, I me left there. But then they just collect it and get for collect. And then come out they full. So we understand. But again, person go tell you now and say, bas then they way police the target. Yes, me I go tell you that day. Say bas then the way police the target. We know to nobody they call them and they say the goodie. Because waiting you they want go direct or waiting you and think say the person we get that body he get some connection politically. And so then they give them free pass. Now they people in the question police in press release. I did the question police in press release. So because of that, let us adhere. Our constitution, our rights. If we're not happy with them, you can't challenge the sovereignty and the laws of the country. That's you can't. We go Jamaica no more, but it's not the law of the land. We have to respect it. If we want time for change, then we join the campaign, say we for change the constitution. That's if any other thing they do you feel say for change. But for make anything we salon do, yes, you get right for question, but you can't challenge. You get right for question, and you right that one day. But for say the challenge, my dear, you can't fight a country. You can't. You no go win. You no go win if you say one fight country. So now we all do the advocacy there for make we understand. Say a network, we are like family. Oh, here is something, we talk like family. We for understand say, now so and so. So make we do on this way. But me could not can left here now for go salon. You dey go with the sole intent for go challenge. Yes, some of we don't get one or two misunderstanding with police them. We don't get one or two misunderstanding with traffic warden them. I have. I always do. Because me, I get a shot one mat. We want to pull up on her. They change quick. Then they don't. I'm human. Because you the one they go pa outside you they go. Police can't stop you. Waiting. In one check for triangular. In one check for fire extinguisher. In one check for like seriously. You think I not get side for go? The traffic in fit and look and they don't come under. Now they tell you one can say make a open. So they go to the extent of put your headlight on. Put you turn signal on. My dear Anna Sansante. If you want to do that one, they wait till it come. So Salon Police on their own game in try for delay you, if they can assign I mean a day we can get some small issue. Because at the end, like me na person if we first forgive Salon Police me license. I know say a couple of my friends are working there at the car say, you get mind what are they give you? Not to see you and see. Are they give you? Yeah. What you do, they give me a back. I don't forget another time, the police there, they ask for the license I give. Then begin talk with himself, say me whatever I don't do. Then they begin argue to themselves now. The boss man they say, well, he left to you no more now, what you want to do? The sergeant they say, no, he left to you, sir, what you want to do? As I see that they watch there. Because me na my license no more me want. Make I continue for goes how they go. Janet say police should not make laws. All waiting police talk now, then quotes the constitution. Now the constitution then quote. So now make I say, if we want, make we change the constitution. Even though now from 1965 then go to rank inside. But now then quote. Salon Police then get their own thing. Then get her. So because of that, how they go no more said that. But please, I know it's difficult. Sometimes, like me, sometimes when the police don't break me down, we don't waste me time down. I need to give you tip. I don't talk about boku. I mean, few times there I don't get ride. But most of the time I know they do, and because waiting to inside the car, sometimes I see something at try at the back seat. My dear, and for can't give ride, I can't begin this thing and say, but no, I don't have time for that. But when you come later on a net, and so you meet in the Shiva. That net tune, then checkpoint the Salon Police they make. One Green Street. Let take Kissy Road from Eastern Police to Upgun. Where you come by Mounty Court, then get one. One checkpoint. Where you come by Patton Street, Eastern Street area, then get another checkpoint. Where you come Upgun, then get another checkpoint. Where you come Ferry Junction, then get another. Almost minutes you drive from the inside and they. Where they get all the checkpoint here. Whereas the one then we want for do the inside the I call so now I just make example for so. If the bad people they want pass, now didn't they pass? No, because then get the yard go there up, now didn't they pass? Because you're able to take them from down street, you can't up till you can't bust mountain court till you go side you want go. You know they see no policeman, you know you see checkpoint. You know see? So for them, for just focus on the main road there. And the most scary thing, na net, na for say the torchlights road and the all, not even better. They're not even better. You don't see them? You know how many times I don't, because sometimes they can get one by Okelwe, then can just pop up, they put, sometimes they know they put. So if me don't get waiting self, they go side me, they go. Why you see no more now? Then they fight for make so even the rope way then they tie in at the road, not get reflector. You know, then they even endanger then self your own life. Eh? Now that road they. Then they endanger their life. The rope they not even get reflector. The one na grafting. During the day, the rope go day. That day first not to checkpoint. When it can nobody need it. They get one by Regent. Then that place in King Kolakin. Sorry for the one them police the day. The one by Regent. Man, you don't drive Regent 2-3 in the morning. Put you glass then down. That place is sweet. But you know say the Minister of Lands problem there and that. But the Canaba breezeway there and that. You know they no say again as alone. Pass why I go ever go. Usai this man be talk the other way say play school. Na Camboy Hills na Kenema. Sonte, but the one we don't feel na Regent. Then hour then day. That late hour. Man, that one they good. I don't know for one reason where I can reach there. I can turn off the AC, put the glass and don't make I just feel the fresh air. But Salon police. All this one way then they give you so. They not even want the thief man them. Look handy now. Yes, they don't tell we. What about them one them where the thief motoka now? What about them one them where they broke host them right now? Why they not want them? Then get a free pass? Because Salon police now tell me say they no say broke host right now ibokun. Salon police now go tell me say they no say the one them with the thief motoka na tongue they don't bokun. Why they not want them? Why they not want people and say una would in this habit una desist from this habit or else we get or na security matter so then they plan secretly with them covert for make them go able for catch them. I hope so. But again, you cannot challenge the laws of Sierra Leone. No, it didn't have the law books. It didn't have the law books. So if he did it, Salon police implement, then why they make Salon police look like saying that they're the bad one? What about the politician? They will not agree for change them. Where they use them. And that's not that way they are wale usiamu. So please, when you go salon, do the correct thing. You want to get a time of your life because you go holiday, it's okay. Just not disturb the next person. Now in salon police tell you for. They not say make you not go, make you not do. Just not disturb the next person. You don't send you brand new entertainment center where center where you are open, where you are blasted, you know. It's okay, but with our reach, until the next person want. I remember when we go na Jala. You don't watch the Jala video where we do with that first mommy we talk. Mommy even gumbo about the church then at the area. He say no they able sleep. The granny, now in the gumbo say no they able sleep. He say the church and they make noise. Whereas the students they were supposed for the study in a net, they not grumble about that. So you don't see where everybody in preference different. But Salon police. Michael Coker. Hey, Salon police not go glad for this so. I don't know. Let me see. Oh my god. I not get close by. Where the IG be the talk say why make you not the praise Salon police? Michael Kuka say triple na the police then and then are the thief man then, so they no go warn themselves. But where they go? I will try for abide by waiting then now with books. What I mean with books, with constitution. That's alone. Then be amend them 1991. But anything they hold the call for now, they not be same. Because not to be with young generation. So Lord do it we get for do. Nobody need to stop you for get phone. But no go bully the next man. Eh? But Salon Police, with safety, they now on hand. We understand about all this loud music and all that here, that's fine. But what about the thief man them? When I get plan for them? We hope so. So when I get plan for the thief man the way right now, now they look send better signal or strong signal or fine signal for una. So please, we need una A game so that we all go enjoy the festive season. Correct one. Go there back tomorrow. Tomorrow supposed to be the good old days, but I be say we will continue with roots. So I don't know what you think. Should we continue the roots? Or we carry it the good old days? Let's see the comments then quick before we left here. We left we not be because we get a couple of people and we don't get their roots the last time. We get a couple of people and we don't get their roots the last time. But some might not be give their own. So do we think we should do the good old days or make we continue with the roots? We're a part of the parable and story time. I see two people don't say yes. Yes on what? Which one get a yes? Or make we do the good old days or the roots? Which one we get a yes? Memzo and the big boy in the house. Which one are we talking about? Okay, the roots. Alright. Look like see, and the roots now we will get. Michael Coca say, he say, it's if man already broke us. Then be rampant during the coffee time. You go figure that out. Okay. Tony Self say the roots. I think they go with the roots for tomorrow. Oh, the roots don't get a lot of. Well, it is. Now we'll go get the roots tomorrow. Janet says, say for play the music reasonably, then for warn them all throughout the year. Yeah, so not to wait Christmas canon or Easter. So then two things in the. I in the call for the good old days, but the roots don't win for so. Because the roots don't get like 5 or 6 comments. So I'll tell us say in believe say now the UK and US they still get laws the way than they use them past 20 years old. Probably in some African countries too. If people have problem with the laws, then change it. That's true. The last part says it right. If we get problem, we for change them. Now we could say constitutional right. But let's come back to the first part. 1965, that ended. Waiting to be the history in a salon. If we look at that, we want to know so when the multi-party system come, when democracy come, then they forbid don't amend everything. So that will not forbid they go back for the go piggyback on 1965 laws then. 20 years, yes, it depends on how much you we all. Because United States, United Kingdom, then we get slavery days. The thing they will be give their rights then and they for make them go take people them to Africa, come and canton them. Then get again at the laws. So, because that's far back we can go with the on wire. That's far back we can go with the US and the UK. So, the year, Naya, I don't think say a much matter concerning the time. Concerning the time. Until remember, Naya will be do the good old days. The good old days, then 1965, what did they tell? Na enjoyment. So the enjoyment trade pan the good old days, na be too boku. Na the breeze na they touch with so now. The enjoyment pan the good old days, 1965 time, it be too boku. Na me them be pass all the lawyer for people there. At that time they be ready platform them. Into the good old days will be don't do anaya. We don't do anaya. So then things say una too pass mark. Eh? That is just a fun fact, so. Eh? Based on waiting we learn now. That is a fun fact. So 1965. No way you can call army man. And said they would enjoy. And said they would enjoy. So that enjoyment and then we cut shots for them. But anyway, when they do the roots tomorrow. You will not be don't take part. We want to be part of the roots, not forget. And you self we be take part something the way you are add by you self will get the opportunity. We go just give them one and force will not be take part. Eh? We will just give them one and will not be take part, then we can come now later for make we come add on we own route if we get. But come as I say, if you depend on Salon Police for your safety, you go sabi. Is that I can say the good old days have much fun. We believe. I make them pass this law power. All they want they will be the that end. I like this particular one, 1965 Public Order Act. We tell we say the good old days there were people enter day. Then we just left the politician there. Then we just they play loud music. And the politician say no, the loud music is too much. Una turn and down. Una turn and down small. 30 days they not agree for pull out they come on. Eh? That's just for fun though. We'll be there back tomorrow with the roots. Because I don't get a lot of nomination, but Salon Police get anything we them plan for we. No, they prove them wrong. Yeah? If you self plan anything, Salon Police go prove you back wrong. All the man go prove him come wrong this time around. We'll be there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple say, tata.